What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial, another chaos theory dinosaur. So this is Becklespinax. Cool. It's kind of like Spinosaurus mixed with, is it a hybrid? I don't even know. Mixed with Indominus, looks like. So let's try. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. I like to start with the heads, with the eyes specifically to get us in the right place. So we'll do like the top skull and then the jaw and then add teeth and try and get some body in. So he's got a slender sort of eye, right? So we'll go, like a standard sort of curved line like so. And then the bottom comes around this way. So it's kind of like a lemon or an almond, that kind of shape. And then we will do this golden sort of raptor eye. Scary. Curve it around. Back up to there. And he's got one of those thin eyes. I always like when the dinosaurs have these eyes. They just look cooler, in my opinion. So then he's got like a bar of bones that comes down his forehead all the way to his nostril. It kind of forms a bit of his skull. So we'll start at the back, just up here above his eye, right? So it kind of goes kind of spiky, right? Spiky sort of fins. And it starts to go all around here, right? This like forms a section of his eyebrow sort of area. It comes down around his eye. See on this one. Like it cages in his eye socket sort of here. Okay, so it's kind of like an eyebrow kind of a thing. We keep going with this. So I'll go all the way to his nostril. I might add another little, that's kind of like his head bump back here. It's not really. Right, so then inside here, so we got like eyelid lines and skin lines and stuff just all inside, like bags underneath his eyes and everything. And some textures and everything in there. So then this thing keeps going, right? So I'll just add a little guideline just to get us down towards where his nostril is. Right there. And then these sort of bumpy things come down this way. Right, so it's kind of like a bar just going that way. And then I'll divide it up into little sort of spiky sections as well. Not as bumpy as up there, but kind of become a ridge. Right, and then his nostrils, so it's like a teardrop or a raindrop. And this sort of, we got like skin coming around then. So it joins this sort of part of his forehead, bony section. Now, sometimes textures on things like bones could be good. So you just add little sort of wrinkle lines following the shape, right? So it just makes everything look a bit not smooth, because dinosaurs aren't smooth. Well, some dinosaurs are. Right, so then we have this other sort of, it's like a bone here around his eye socket. He's got two bones, right? And then this forms like a like the shape that they all normally the predators have in there. So then the back of his skull, right, just goes down, curves up this way, and this will go all the way along and back up to another bony section on top of his forehead. So like above this, okay? So this, we'll bring this across first. His lip kind of curves around here, around the tooth, and then it comes back up, and then we start to get another sort of scaly sort of ridge area, right? So it is kind of a bumpy section, but we'll just get the main shape first. So this will go all the way back to like behind his eyebrow here, right? So there's all these other sort of spikes now, and they overlap like this, right? It's kind of like a mountain range or something. All the way back there. And we may just put like some more little just lines like this coming down his nose. Right, so he's got a lip, right? So he's got like, they usually have these sort of bumpy sort of ridges on the, where the mouth opens, right? And you normally have these sorts of lines coming down. Like that. And then what we can do, because see the way this is just white, like we want to add some texture to this. So we want to go like some wrinkly sort of skin. So you want to just go, just following. And like little circles, see like that clustered together sometimes can help dinosaurs. You can do a scar, you know, which can be kind of cool. But basically, just all these texture lines will help your dino look a bit wrinklier. Do 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 do. And you can do as much of that as you want. Okay, bottom jaw connects here in the corner to this, right? So you normally have a little sort of bump here. So then jawbone, wide open, all the way down. So it's going to go like real far down, big teeth, right? So this sort of bumps in there. Then it comes down around his chin. Just there. And we got to do the inside line. So it kind of goes down and then up a bit. And then down again. Around here. Then we have a skin flap that keeps basically his jaws together, connected, you know, just like this kind of thing. And then this has like wrinkles. Inside. And then we got to do this bumpy lip section. I'm going to do a scar here as well to kind of match that one. Predators always look better when they have scars, because it just looks like they've been fighting. And keep going. Right. And then you gotta add that sort of bumpy little lip thing. So just curved lines. You want to do them curved instead of straight because it makes his lip look curvy. And then we'll do some little circles like that and some broken skin lines. You don't need too much. That'll be enough. Some circles, dots. Okay. Big old teeth on this guy. So we go. Now you can do them like real pointy like that, or sometimes they're like round. So they go like around the bottom. They're not as pointy. See, like that? So it's kind of up to you what way you like doing your dino teeth. Okay. And yeah, we'll just keep going with this. So we got some around the other side as well. Like around the other side of his face. So we'll go kind of get a bit smaller just here. Put one here. They're usually smaller at the front. Now there's another layer that comes, like, say, I guess we could see some like in here. So I'll do this, right? I'll do a couple. Now they're kind of coming out of his gum on the inside, so I guess we got to just draw a little bump here because his gum goes back that way. Maybe one more beside this one. And then we have another skin flap here. Going down to the bottom of the jaw. And maybe we should see like another little tooth in there. Now we got bottom rows of teeth. So they kind of start small and get bigger. If you want, you could do them coming out of his gum as well. That's like an option. You could do a little curve with his gum in there. But it's kind of easier to just do it from the lip. Okay, and there is some behind his tongue, but we'll just get the tongue in. So I think we'll curve it this way and maybe flick it up at the end. And we got some skin lines and stuff all in here. And tip of the tongue just goes back between the teeth. And probably in there. And then you have this sort of tongue line there. Right, so we should see some teeth coming up on the other side of his face here as well. So. And then maybe the bump for his cheek. Okay. And okay, that's his head, I think. So we'll start traveling down the neck and add some of the spines. So we'll get the neck in. So we'll just like a wrinkly neck down there. And then the back has all spikes on it going. So coming back from here, okay. So it goes down to there. And then his body sort of bumps up and around that way. And then we got like a shoulder area here. And he's got like some wrinkles, you know, on his skin, like veins and stuff. They're usually like thicker, darker, because they sort of have a shadow underneath them, so they're usually a darker little line like that, like a thicker line. Okay, spikes back here. And they start kind of right up at the tip of the head. So we go. They're quite bony things. So they get smaller then again as we go down here. And then he has, like a Spinosaurus, he's got this fin sort of area, right? So it's kind of bumpy. Going off that way. This will have like some kind of ridges maybe inside, kind of like that. Okay, so then textures, kind of like we want to make it look as like bumpy and wrinkly like his face. So you want to do like, again, you want to imagine there's like, you've thrown a fishing net over the dinosaur, right? So you have crisscross lines, so some coming that way, some going that way, but you want them to be curvy, sort of curving that way. So like, say if I did one here for you, and it's kind of a broken line, see, but it's curving and it hits the vein, maybe curves that way down his neck, right? So that's one way, and then you just keep doing that all around. So it's like one vector. So it's like over, and like say over the shoulder, we'll go kind of like a basketball or something, those sorts of lines like that. And then over his back. Now that might be enough for some people if you add like some dots and stuff. Yeah, and then there's like extra little sort of wrinkles on all this stuff as well. But then I like to do another sort of vector going the other way, so another sort of, it's kind of like, just gives an extra little 3D dimension, I think. Might be a bit complicated for some people, but I don't know, I think it's simple enough. It's not too bad. And then we'll put some on these bones as well. Okay, and that's basically all you need to do. That is Becklespinax. Am I saying that correctly? Probably not. Double check. Becklespinax. Yeah. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.